All right. Well, I am not sure if I'm gonna film this video. If I'm not gonna film it right now. Okay. Where do I start? Okay. So for the record, 11:25 p.m. All right. So 11:25 p.m. Friday, August 9th, 2024. Overall, what we have done so far, have we made progress to making money? I would say yes, kinda. Our design process of our startup. So we have two things. We have agency and we have startup. Our agency, alhamdulillah, is doing pretty much better than it, before, I would say. Because we basically have finished everything up to a certain degree. So we have the scripts, the VSLs, the systems, you can say, you name it. And the only thing which has left is we already have dialed up 2 appointment setters. So we already have hired 2 appointment setters before, because we thought that we're gonna finish this system stuff a lot earlier than it actually turned out to be. And the only thing which has left is to basically, I think 2 or 3 things, is to build our own agency's website, right? So I'm dealing with that. I'm trying to find some web designers. Actually, we already have found them, and the only thing which has left is to deal with our current situation, because we have 2 web designers and we needed only 1. So we have to either, accept both of them or choose one, and it's taking a little bit of time to figure out what to do. It's only 1 day since they have sent their work. They sent their work, second one sent his work only yesterday at night. And today, I got an idea. What if we just accept both of them? Because in the future, we're probably gonna have more projects than we have right now. We have only 2 projects right now. And probably, I think that we already have gave these scripts, all these videos which they have to watch to our appointment setters, right? And we're gonna hire more appointment setters in the future. We literally have no limits on how many appointment setters we can hire, right? The only thing is, basically we have a potential to have more, in near future. It's just a matter of time, inshallah, right? So it's just a matter of time, how much time it's gonna take us to get to that point when we can supply to 2 web designers with projects, with stuff to do, basically, right? I hope it's not gonna take too much time. This is one thing, because if we're gonna just abandon a web designer after we have accepted them without any work, that ain't gonna deserves to be labeled as getting accepted. All right, so you have to, if you accept someone to work with you, then you have to supply with supply and demand chain, so it has to be okay. All right, so getting back to what we have to do with agency. So we have 3 things. Is the website we have to deal with, is the current appointment setters which we already have hired, and new appointment setters which we have to hire. So we have to check back on old ones if they have watched the videos, go through the scripts, and basically just check back, answer their questions, and make a system, aka, just if I simplify, just make a Google Doc kind of document for hiring new appointment setters, so that we don't have to explain every time when we hire someone new what they have to do. That basically saving a lot of time, and make a Google form where they can submit their information about themselves. I think it just on top of my mind. It's 11 p.m. and just 3 things. If we cleared it out, I think only one of these 2 things or 3 things is on me right now, because I'm the technical guy in my agency, and I'm the technical one, and I'm trying to deal with this website stuff. And I think I'm okay. I know we didn't started working on this website thing yet because we all, it's been one day, right, since we have a web designer on our team. All right, now I have to give that web designer a clear guidance of what he is supposed to do, maybe even have a meeting, because it's a separate project deserves a separate meeting. Maybe, let's see. And then give him a time to work on this project basically, and then only start to build that website. And then even later I have to find another team member, aka SEO guy, SEO, search engine optimization guy, so that because I'm not really good at this thing, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a programmer, I'm a developer. There's a lot of things I just basically don't know, right? So I just have no idea. And if we're gonna be able to hire this person, obviously, try to convince him to work for free, obviously. Yeah, I mean, stuff is going on, okay? Stuff is going on. This websites thing is for long-term investment, long-term. But these two things, other two stuff, hiring new and dealing with old administrators, is something I believe we can, settle down in this month of August. And by September, even in this month of August, if we're gonna settle everything down and we're gonna slowly but surely start to reach out, every day to clients, to potential clients, we might get into September with a couple of calls booked in, or even I'm not sure about it. Everything is in the hands of God, but inshallah, we might get into September with some profits made from agency. Inshallah, the agency is promising good stuff, good returns, even though I remember myself, I wanted to quit this thing so many times. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's been 8 months. I'm running this agency since the beginning of 2024. I mean, obviously I started this agency in 2023, the beginning of it, but I started documenting the journey from the beginning of 2024, and for you guys it's been 8 months. I'm running this agency, documenting the process of it, and so far it was a little depressing image and picture to look at, because I think it's a little depressing to see someone who wanted to document his journey, and then it turns out for like 8 months long journey, and we didn't made money yet. It depends on what kind of perspective you look at it, to be honest. If you want to be in a happy land, on a land of opportunities like Iman Ghazi, Sebastian George, and all of these cool people who already have made it, driving Ferraris, well then go ahead and watch their videos. Honestly, I'm not making you to stick here. This series of vlogs are gonna be the representation of the real life of an entrepreneur, and something I think an average person can relate more. Because I know very few people who have achieved success overnight. There are some, but they're very few. A lot of people are gonna be able to resonate themselves with this series of vlogs, me sitting in the other side of the camera, themselves, rather than, I think, these people you see on the internet. So this is what it comes to agency. Basically, startup is a little chaos. And I wasn't subscribing for an easy results right here. But startup is some kind of a challenge which is just freaking unimaginable. I mean, I wish I could have taken this challenge to myself a lot earlier. I mean, because it's like climbing Mount Everest to a certain degree. It's just, I'm trying to convince people to believe in startup because I'm reaching out to some people like video editors and thumbnail designers, pitching them idea of like, we are doing this startup thing and we need the help of content marketing because we can't afford to pay for marketing and we need the help of content marketing. And would you like to join us? Because when we make money, I promise you we're gonna pay you off, or I promise developers gonna pay it off. And I'm not pitching investors, but I'm still have to pitch other people to join the startups, startup club. I mean that's that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Not something I definitely have done before. I don't know. I used to like reach out to people to join the agency, but I think people understand agency stuff a little like better than startup. I don't know why, but they trust it maybe more because it's obvious how agency works. Obviously, startup can make money in dozens of ways because it's software. Agency is obviously client, service, one transaction, and that's it. We're cool. Startup is not like that. Startup is not like that. There is a lot of unicorn startups who are still to this day running, burning the cash of investors and still making a little bit of profit. I'm saying a startup is whole another world rather than agency. Maybe that's the reason why people are like a little more, there's a lot less people saying yes to join the startup team rather than the agency, because I reach out to video editors first pitching the idea of like joining the okay, I didn't reach out, okay, whatever, I messed up a little, I'm sorry for that. But what about the technical side of it? Well, our previous startup, which we built before, first one, well, alhamdulillah, I didn't do anything about that. It's standing, but it has one back. Something went wrong, I don't know. But the good thing about it is that I figured out how we're gonna be storing all of our data, all of our startups, without losing any data, basically. Magic. So I didn't knew how to use this thing called GitHub, so that I'm gonna be able to delete the source file from my MacBook, but still it's available on GitHub. So I figured out how I can pull it from GitHub, edit it on my MacBook, and still push it to GitHub, right? So you understand, like in this case, you don't have to save nearly anything on your MacBook. You just have to, when you need it, you're gonna pull it, you're gonna edit, you're gonna push it, and then you can delete the source file. And it doesn't matter if it's like 3 gigs, large or something like that. And I think I have to do something similar for the agency for the future of it, because we're gonna have a lot of projects, even though I'm gonna save them as private projects, but still agency also gonna need something similar. Startup is more fun, it's something a lot less serious. There is I don't know, the people who I built the agency with, the people against the people who I built the startup with, is two different dimensions. It's very two different people. Is it a good thing? Well, I kinda respect people who are younger but still more serious, like adults. Mm, yeah, yeah. Okay, so these are the news. We have a web designers in our team now, more than one, inshallah. Yeah, alhamdulillah. Vlog today. Went to the gym, and I think we are. I think we find a video editor for our startup also. So content marketing might be on the way. Might be on the way. Same stuff actually for the agency. Our appointment setters is they're gonna create multiple accounts. And the good thing about it is that we already have found a video editor for our agency. With some magical way, my co-founder convinced some video editor out there to work with us. So we already have a video editor and he have made a couple of videos. And to look more real, I'm gonna send these videos of a video editor to our appointment setters, and they're gonna upload it. And guess what is gonna happen? Every single appointment setter is gonna have about 5 accounts, and we're gonna have, like, let's say 5 of them. So 25 accounts. I mean, we're gonna have 5 for now, and we're gonna upload 1 video for now. So you know what I'm leading to. It's gonna be something similar to Iman Gadzhi's style, of like content marketing. But I don't want my appointment setters to deal with my content. I don't want them to use my face too much. I'm a little skeptical about it. When appointment setters is gonna be leaving our team, I think they're not gonna leave their accounts behind, or if they're gonna leave, I'm not sure about it. I don't know. I have to think about it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. I know it's a pretty boring video, but I think you might just find yourself in this video and in this situation if you're the cool thing is I'm not gonna probably never delete these videos, inshallah, and someone watching this video like 4 or 5 or even 6 years from now is gonna be bro, 6 years. In 6 years we can we can change everything, man. We can change everything. This YouTube is gonna be bigger, inshallah. The revenue, the business, everything is gonna be way better. Yeah. Peace out.